Hello, welcome to Empyrean's Oracle. Today we are going to be doing a reading about your family life. So this could have to do with like parents, siblings, maybe even your own children. Let's just see what comes out. This came out quickly. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So you're seeing your family very, very clearly, okay? So that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Either you're seeing them in a positive light, and that reflects them actually being, positive people, or you see them in a bad light and that reflects them actually not being the best of people. Okay, you have rest and rejuvenation. Your family getting on your nerves, like I don't know, like this is feeling like one of those situations where like you have to like hide from your family just to be able to have some peace, but you're doing it in a way where it's like you've already tried everything else. Okay, maybe I'm making stuff up. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Any more about their family life? The Sun. I feel like you're very similar to your family. I do feel like you see them in a positive light. Yes, but like any family, there are going to be difficulties, but for the most part, I do feel like you see them positively. And it's also one of those things where when you hear about the decisions your family members have made, you think to yourself, oh, I would have made the same decision if I was in that situation. Like I don't know why this keeps coming up, but I just feel like you and your family members are very similar. Not even just in appearance, but just the way you think, the way you act, the way you conduct yourself. It's very, very similar. I don't think you can, okay, this may sound like very, very like specific, but like I don't think you have a family member where like when you hear about the decisions they make, you think to yourself, I would never do that. I feel like you and your family members, it's almost like you have the same brain. Like you guys are so similar. Okay, and then we have Justice. And you guys are also very understanding of one another. Like, say, for example, if someone in the family crashes out, you would think to yourself, I would do the same thing in that situation. But you also try to let them know, like, hey, you can't do that, right? This isn't one of those situations where you all think the same. And for that reason, you give each other a pass and you just, enable each other. It's not like that at all. Like, you guys will literally tell each other, hey, that wasn't okay. If I was in your situation, I probably would have been pushed to the same place that you were pushed. But it's important for us to understand that we have to do things differently. We have to conduct ourselves better. Okay, so very fair family. Jesus, can I join the family? Like, come on now. Okay, you have the Magician. All majors, guys. Like, this is, I don't know what the hell type of family you're a part of, but like y'all are special. I'm just gonna say you come from a very special family. You guys have a lot of power. It could be like power that is actually tangible, like maybe being very important in the community or being very important in your schools or your local politics. It could be like that, but I feel like even if you guys aren't involved in that, you guys still feel like a very powerful family. Jesus, I'm like at a loss for words. I have the 9 of Cups. This feels like a what I could say go sort of thing. So I do feel like this is a family of leaders. And it could be leaders in different ways. Maybe one person's a doctor, then maybe one person's a teacher. Like you guys all lead in different ways, but you're all leaders. You have the 8 of Pentacles. Of course, you're very hardworking. Like I would not expect anything less from this family. You guys don't give up. You guys are relentless, okay? But it's not the type of relentless where it feels like, you might like physically push someone out the way to get in front of them. It doesn't feel like that at all. It's just like your hard work speaks for yourself and it just naturally puts you ahead of other people. Of course, we got more majors coming out. Would not expect anything less. You have 2 cards about creation here. Even the Sun, because I want to talk about that because in one of the books I read about tarot, when it was originally designed, the sun was supposed to represent like Jesus Christ. So we have 3 cards that talk about like creation here. And even 8 of Pentacles could be creation because like you're working towards something, right? I feel like one of the reasons you guys are so powerful as a family is because even though you guys all do different unique things, you approach your job in a way, like you guys each approach your respective jobs in a way that inspires other people, or in a way that sort of feels, what word am I trying to use? In a way that feels unprecedented. Like, say for example, if you're a teacher, maybe you're like the first teacher in your district to have a certain amount of students, or the first teacher in your district to have I don't know, a certain amount of perfect attendance records, like something like that. Like whatever you're doing in your job, like you guys are all making strides and sort of being trailblazers in your career, to the point where people are taking notice. I feel like people see you guys as individuals that are set apart from everyone else. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, you guys are just all very mature. Like, Jesus, what kind of family is this? Oh my God. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Tell me what type of stuff this family is involved in. Transformation. Yeah, I feel like you guys are sort of like trailblazers. You guys do things much differently than other people. And you guys could also be the type of family where you maybe, some of you guys or all of you guys go for careers that maybe don't seem like careers you can make money in, or they don't seem like the type of careers that would fit your personality. But then you end up like, how do I say this? Like getting achievements in those careers that are sort of unprecedented and unexpected. And it sort of draws attention to the point where people are like, wait, I didn't know you could, you know, make all those moves in a career like that. Like it, yeah, that's just what it feels like. Maybe that's why you guys feel so special. It's just like, you guys may not be drawn to typical careers. And if you are, you guys still are able to put your own unique spin on it, to the point where it feels like you're still doing things differently than other people, even if you're in the same career as them. Value. Yeah, you guys are creating value, not just in a monetary sense, but in a like a spiritual sense. I feel like whatever career you guys are in, or just even aside from career, whatever community work you guys do, it creates value for people. Like maybe it brightens up people's day. Maybe it gives people hope. Damn. I'm trying to get like, y'all. Let's see what else is this family up to? Partners. Do some of you guys work together? Is this like a family business? It could be. If not, maybe like some people are like working together and other people in the family aren't. Okay, I could read that a number of ways. Spirit, tell me more about this insanely crazy cool family. Like, y'all, I'm trying to get adopted, okay? Let me tell you. We have the Empress coming out again. Yeah, like, y'all are built different, okay? Like, y'all, you guys make some serious decisions in your community or in your jobs. And people definitely do look up to you. It's almost like people look to you to figure out what they should do in their own career. And it might not even be like you giving them advice. They just might look at you and use you as an example for how they should approach their own career. We have trapped in fear. We have the Eight of Swords. I wonder if for some of you guys in the family, the amount of success that the family has been able to accumulate can seem very intimidating, to the point where it's like, well, how the hell am I even gonna surpass that level of success? But the thing is, who said that you had to? You know what I mean? We have third eye chakra. Again, so we have third eye here and then third eye here. Yeah, I feel like you guys are a very, very spiritual family. I may have the Magician again. Even if you guys like aren't intentionally spiritual, you guys are just by nature spiritual, because your whole family seems to be uplifted by some sort of spiritual force. That's just what it feels like. You guys are more powerful than you know. Very smart family. Very in tune. Even if there are people in the family who like have no interest in spirituality, I'm telling you, you guys are still spiritual, because that's how you guys were born. That's how you guys were made. You guys are just naturally spiritual people. You don't have to buy into anything that's deemed spiritual to be spiritual. You know what I mean? This is just like natural spirituality out here. Let's get some advice. Ooh, let me also get some of this, like the ancestors card. I feel like it's actually perfect for this. Angels and ancestors. For a reading like this with family, we have to get some ancestor cards out here. Spring, see your seeds grow. So if there's something that you guys have been working towards in the spring, you might start to see more movement with that goal. And if there are some of you guys in the family who are waiting for a time when you can start doing your own thing, spring might be good for that, okay? And also summer. So like the middle of the year, like the middle 2 quarters of the year are going to be good for you guys, I feel. If you guys have like your own farm or something, or I don't know, just feels like because you guys are spiritual, that could be the result of you guys doing work that's like very connected to the earth or very connected to the community, okay? Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, so if there are some people in the family who maybe don't feel like they can live up to what everyone else has been doing, understand that your story and your journey is still important. If not, it could be just as important, if not more so, okay? So don't pay so much attention to, oh, I have to live up to what everyone else does. You're your own person. This is your life. Figure out what you're interested in and just move towards that. Even if it takes you a while to figure out what you truly want to do, just start with what you're interested in, okay? Let's finish off the reading. Wait, is there anything else with this broken arrow and embrace the energy of peace? I think this can also be a message to the other members of the family. If there's someone in the family who maybe isn't pulling their weight, or maybe is having a little bit more difficulty finding out which path they should go in, or like what direction they should go in, understand that just because finding a path was easy for you doesn't mean that everyone else has that same experience. And I know that you care about your family member and you want them to do well, but sometimes caring about them looks like them discovering what they want to do in their own timing. Obviously, we don't want them to like wait forever or, you know, take decades to figure out what they want to do, but you don't know what their story and their journey is. So keep pouring into them, but don't be pushy about it, okay? Find a way to be peaceful even when you're having difficulty accepting the fact that they maybe haven't found a path yet, okay? We have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play as a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So again, we have rejuvenation out here twice. You have surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Okay? So yeah, if there's an issue going on with the family, it can be resolved, you know? Like, I feel like you guys have shown that you guys are resilient and you guys can move past obstacles. So just understand that even if there seems to be an obstacle that you guys have never experienced before, you guys can get past that obstacle just like you've gotten past obstacles in the past, okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading. It was a pleasure to read for you. Seriously, this is beautiful. Yeah, I hope you have a good day. This is Imperial Oracle signing off. Bye.